2013 ZL1, and that means that unlike the Cadillac ATS, CTS, and the 6th generation Camaro, we're not on the Alpha platform yet. By contrast, this is a Zeta platform car, and for context, other Zeta platform cars, for example, are the Pontiac G8, the Chevy SS, and the Capri. And you know what? I think that when you consider the other cars on this platform, it just makes the ZL1 more impressive. Whereas the Challenger's full-size sedan roots are pretty apparent when you're driving it, GM used a lot of tricks to make this thing different than its full-size sedan cousins. This 6.2 liter supercharged LSA is so strong. It's free revving and it's linear power, which for a big supercharged V8 is a sign that it's been tuned really well. It also sounds brutal with this exhaust setup. Even stock as this car is, 580 horsepower is plenty to have some fun. Now at 4,300 pounds, the weight definitely dulls the speed somewhat. Honestly, it still feels really quick and dramatic, and it feels quicker than those quarter-mile times and 0 to 60 numbers would imply. And that's good, because if your goal is to have fun, then this accomplishes that 100%. And the transmission is just perfect for the car. It's direct and easy, but so much fun to use. Here's the big surprise for me though. I knew this car was going to be capable, but I thought it was going to be a big heavy bruiser like the Challenger. Now, although you still feel the heft when you start to hustle this thing, the MagRide suspension is working magic to make this thing feel pretty light on its feet. It feels quite a bit more focused than the Challenger to me. The body control and the handling is great, but because of that MagRide, you're not sacrificing ride quality and comfort. That balance between performance and comfort that this kind of suspension can provide is just stellar. It's no wonder that other manufacturers have started to adopt this technology. This is much more well-rounded than I expected. And although you can't obviously hide that weight completely, it doesn't hinder the driving experience at all. Now, it may not be the sharpened handling weapon of the Alpha platform Camaros that came after this, but for a street car, and certainly compared to its peers, this thing is really impressive. The Challenger hadn't yet received the Hellcat in the lineup to compete with this car, and the Shelby GT500 was lost on a mission to achieve 200 miles an hour. Now that left the ZL1 in 2013 to be the ultimate street muscle car. If outright speed is your goal, then sure, find a 2013 GT500 with 662 horsepower, but you're going to be paying at least $10,000 more for one of those. The Mustang and the Challenger of this era were both slowly perfecting an old-school formula, whereas the ZL1 was our first taste of the future of muscle cars. The Camaro forced the evolution of the Mustang, and it began a war of not just horsepower, but technology and well-rounded performance that could rival even Europe's best. Now, as we all know, in 2021, that battle is still raging more than ever, and we can thank, in part, the ZL1 for firing the first shot.